Hello, we are back. I had so much fun the first time that we're going to do this again. Although no one watched the video, hey, I don't really care, because this is just a personal project. Alright, where were we? I think we were writing the second poem. And this is the one. Hint, you can use a skip. Okay, so we're going to choose my girl Sayori once more. Ooh. I think she'd like skirt. Nope. No, that was bad. That was dumb. Skirts are too cute, I guess. Party? Oh, there we go. Family. Dude, she's the girl you settle down with. The other girls are the ones that, like, strangle you in your sleep. Okay, like, wake up. Sayori is the best one. Okay. Where are we going next? This is hard. Whistle? Oh, that was fucking stupid. I've been told I shouldn't curse at the early part of these videos, but I curse so much in my videos that I think that the YouTube algorithm has basically decided that, like, I'm a heretic of sorts. Let's do laugh. Ooh. Bed, I think. Extraordinary. She's the hardest one to choose as well, because she's sort of the balance between the two. Also, where is my YouTube chat? Oh, there's my YouTube chat. Oh, it's like going away. Let's see. Jump. Nope, that was bad. Color. I think... Ooh, I think Melody would be her, or is Melody... I feel like Melody... Is Melody really a cute thing? I don't know. I thought it was, like, a little too, I guess, sophisticated. They kind of treat... What's her name? Nayutsuki or whatever, like she's the dumbass of the three. I think... Oh, no. How is... I guess Dream is a dark thing? She's clumsy. Special? After image has got to be a Yuri word. I wish I could just, like, choose which one I wanted. Daydream, heartbeat, sure. I feel like she's nature, warm, games, sunny, maybe? But I think I bagged that. It's time for the meeting again. The usual scene. Hi, criminal. Looks like you're having a good morning today. That's a pretty simple thing to get into. Why am I always being such a dick to her? I want to be like, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Why won't we buy her a snack? She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. She's broke. You know, at least I know she can love me for my money, which I don't have. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Get out of here, Yuri. I don't want to listen to you. I just don't like her. Like, I don't know what it is about her. I think it's that she's condescending. She looks down on people, while I feel like the others don't. I got too absorbed in my book. Oh yeah, I know, you can read. I too am slightly literate. You wouldn't know from my videos, but there's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Okay, what task do I have to accomplish? You wouldn't have come if it weren't for that. Dude, the one thing I don't like about Doki is that there's so much fluff in it, but everything else is good. Something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. A cookie? Who threw the cookie though? I guess it's probably the cute one. Aha, I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth it seeing your reaction though. Ahaha. That's cute, that's so nice of you. You guys keep reading while I sip this tea. Wait, this is way too hot. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't drink tea while I stream, but I just like me some green tea while I'm playing games. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Aw, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Am I saying her fucking name wrong? Like, Natsuki can't... Natsuki... Oh, no, it's not Natsuki. There's no way that's... There's no way that's right. Beggars can't be choosers, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about the cookie dialogue, I'm sorry. Maybe watch this at, like, a quarter speed if you really care. Where's Monika? Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Ooh. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Monika wrote the script, ladies and gentlemen. That's true. Excuse me. The door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean it to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Hey, Predator Wookie. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Ooh. Does Monika have a... you know, it could be that Monika, like, when she's off screen, that's when she's, like, tweaking reality or whatever. Just a theory. A game theory. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Oh, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Okay. Can we get to the... Wanna come? Supplies what for? Give me the decision. I'd be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster. Okay. Me and Monika have it all planned out, don't you worry. Yeah, how would you... I feel like it's not that hard, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to make an event around literature. I personally love the library. Like, I go there all the time, and, I mean, you think, like, collecting all this manga for reviews is easy? It's expensive out here. I'm a criminal on a budget, I guess. Is that so? We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? What kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. If I had to read, like in high school, if I had to read out a poem to everyone in my school, I think I might just die. Oh my god. So we don't like it. Dude, this dialogue kind of just goes on and on. I kind of want to get to the... Like, there's some subtlety in the writing that I really enjoy, but a lot of the stuff in between doesn't have that level of depth that I really like about it. You know, apparently this game studio has had, like, a game in the works for forever, and I really want to see it, because we got Doki Doki Literature Plus, which had the ARG, but... That's good tea. It doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't satisfy me. Like, I really want to play a full, almost AAA style game from them. And that's kind of what I've heard has been promised, but maybe I'm wrong. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more, so going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Damn right, bro. And straight to the closet. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the colorful names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find a... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine, fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Dude, I know I'm out of shape because, like, reading this I'm, like, out of breath. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Did I just slap her? Oh, she slapped herself. Oh, I thought I was like, you know. God damn it. Okay. You have to move your hand, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Dude, what kind of pose is that? There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. What kind of crayon is that? You know, it says 24 on the box, but if I'm counting right, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Devious licks, ladies and gentlemen. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Criminal. Where would I even find ice around this time? We gotta go on our adventure. I pat Sayori in the shoulders and run out to the hallway. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an iPad rather than a drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased one. In that moment, where I left Sayori. She's one palm on her forehead and has used the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they're already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. Is there a wrong... Okay, wait. Do crayons in the box come in a certain order? I thought that was just kind of random. But it must be, right? Like, I think I'm just stupid. I don't know. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. What are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. There's no way apple juice makes it good. What kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? You know, when we used to play outside all the time, I would always try to keep up with you. I'll drink to that. You were kind of oblivious in some ways, like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I'd get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Let's skip ahead, I can't. I get it, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You know, I've been nothing but mean to her throughout this thing, and she's still, like, head over heels for me. Also, I just realized she doesn't really have a pupil. Like, her pupil is just, like, a darker blue. Is that supposed to be, like, cute? I guess. Okay. Sayori hops to her feet. This is... I don't remember what happens after this, actually, which is probably good, because I can get some, maybe, unique enjoyment out of it? I don't know. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go home. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hit the bump. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Sharing our poems. Oh, finally. Now, does it change... I wonder if it changes who goes into that room based on who you write the poem for. Maybe I'll have to play this again and, like, try to get one of the other ones. Because isn't there a reality where we, like, read a book with Yuri or something? Okay, anyways. Oh well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Ooh. Let's do Monica first today. Hi again, criminal. How's the writing going? You know, speaking of writing, I've been wanting to write something for a long time, but I'm, like, incredibly undisciplined. But maybe I'll write some Doki poetry, I guess? I don't know, like, is a poetry a good way to get into writing? I feel like poetry is writing for people who, like, are too lazy to write long-form content, but still want, like, people to appreciate their work. Maybe that's just, like, my bias. Want to share what you wrote for the day? Sure, here you go. I give it to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's the kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. You do spend a lot of time with her, even in the club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can even talk to me every now and then. That's kind of sad. I actually do feel bad for Monica, because it's like... she's sort of damned by her creation, like being conscious, but also being unable to interact with the only other thing conscious around her. Maybe I should play Soma again with you guys. Maybe that'd be interesting. What did I do? Ooh. Something like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. Okay, let's see. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. And endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm kind of interesting about like why they use the math terminology. Maybe it's to show that like there's like a kind of a digital presence to her. I don't know. We scroll down. Load me. Oh, like the game. It's even more abstract than your last one. It's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No one ever said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Now, does she also, like, interact with her text? Or, how do I say this? Like, is she the one who's causing us to, like, kind of be on this straight path to talk to her? Or, I don't know. Sometimes asking what a poem isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expressions of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem... Why can't... Dude, why do I do this? Why a reading game? I can't... Anyways, it's about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what... That's creepy. Yeah. The fourth wall, you know, even though I know it happens, even though I've played this game a ton of times, the fourth wall stuff, like, always gets to me. Let's see what Sayori says. Criminal, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Yeah. I kind of like or dislike that the girls, like, if the poem isn't in their style, they're just like, you've abandoned me. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things. Ooh, finally, I'm showing her, like, a little bit of kindness. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Okay. Well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Siri, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Oh, jeez. Siri, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe Sayori is, like, close enough to Siri that it keeps activating it. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. Anyways, I still haven't read your poem. Sorry I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Okay, let's see. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all the dreams. Little bells of sunshine, all... Wait, let me put my glasses on. All rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and forefingers and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe. and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and a bottle all in a row. My collection makes lots of friends. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. That's actually not a bad poem, but I kind of like it because it shows her underlying, I guess, sadness. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons I like Sayori, is that, like, I think there's something to be said about the desire to be happy. To be happy is, like, something that's important. I think a lot of people reject their own happiness in an effort to become, like, real, or to, like, authenticate their own feelings. Well, I think there is a nobility in attempting to be happy even if you aren't. It's one of the reasons I like Fire Punch. And all of Fujimoto's works, actually. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've been pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Sora's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I think maybe this is another reason I like Sayori, is because I'm like this. As you can tell from my videos, I'll, like, make something for, you know, a certain type of video, and then drop it, make a new type of video. You know, there's no consistency here. But yeah. Let's get Yuri over with. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares. I see, it's a bit different. I expect you trying for different things, criminal. Or Sayori's? I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. Okay, let's skip. I get she's unhappy. Okay. The raccoon. It happens in the heat of night. While I was slicing bread for a guilty snack, my attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wandering human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequence. You guys keep reading while I take a sip of this. Alright. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same knife that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, as perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on this newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Oh, classic Pavlovian. Ah, Pavlov. Everyone's favorite. I think this is interesting. Obviously the raccoon is like a metaphor for her desire to continue cutting. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize about cutting is that it's an addictive trait. A lot of people think that, you know, it's just something people do when they're sad, but a lot of people, even past the point they're sad, will continue to cut because, for no other reason than they're addicted to it, which is a big problem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I like how you can never understand what stuff is about, even though it's, like, not that deep, I guess. Also, I'm afraid I'm blowing out my audio levels right now. I hope not. Let me turn this guy down. Yeah, that should be better. Okay, she reads the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know, I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. You got me. Let's see it. Okay. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Yeah. She's kind of riffing on Yuri here. Is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about everyone thinks mine. It doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something you're less afraid of, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she had something similar to you. Okay. Let's see. I think they're about to start a fight. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival, well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be after for the events. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? They just told them? Man, it's kind of fucked up that they're blindsiding their members for a festival that probably will never happen. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for everyone to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? I like as the game goes on, they all get more jaded. I think it, it adds to the atmosphere of, what's going on. I could never in my life do something like that. Let's see. I don't like being in front of crowds either. There's a point in my life where I really enjoyed presenting stuff, but then you get to a point where I feel like life is like that. I don't know how to say it. The graph where it's the more you know you don't know. I think it's the more I got in front of people, the more I realized other people have a talent that's better than me for talking in front of people. There's nothing wrong with that. It just kind of makes me not want to do that. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. I also find it interesting that Sayori and Monica are probably the two most aligned. I think that's why they're my two favorite. I think Natsuki and Yuri are sort of archetypes of something that doesn't really interest me. I don't know. Okay. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is try to help them out a little bit. I guess we convinced them. It wasn't, a very difficult crowd. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. Ooh. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins... Why do I combine my words? Begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply a natural? Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. I've always thought that Yuri and Monika's relationship was also really interesting, because I think there's like a level of jealousy there from Yuri that like, yeah, I think they're both the most dominant, you know, like Monika and Yuri are naturally like more aggressive than the other two. And so after Image of a Crimson Eye, doesn't that have to do with like the ARG? Am I wrong about that? Anyways, it's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. She's gonna keep talking, I'm gonna sip some tea. That's good. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't. Okay. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Sayori hops out on her desk and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it like you're reciting to other people. I imagine you're reciting yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. One of the things I wish was like added to this game is that we could see our own poems and see what we're writing when we choose. Maybe that's too much of a, like, I don't know, but I've always been curious like what we're writing that makes them feel that way. They might need a little more force behind them. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Why is Monika criticizing her? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Criminal lower everyone's standards a little before I can do it. Oof. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I can improve over time, though. The last video was about 40? We'll do about 40. That just leaves you, Natsuki. I'm going. Let's see. It's called Why Are You Looking at Me? The poem is called Jump. Her sour attitude disappears while she's... I can't get myself to care about Natsuki. Like, I dislike Yuri, but I can admit that her character is more interesting. Then it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... One of the things I've been thinking about doing is video game or movie reviews. My best video, at least by views, is a music review, even though everyone hates that review. It was that Travis Scott review, and I got like 1,000 dislikes on it, and I absolutely love that video, and I love all the comments on it, even if they're all roasting me for having terrible taste. And I kind of want to get roasted a little more for having terrible opinions. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Criminal. Whatever, let's go already. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have changed. But then again, Sayori's feeling quieter than... Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was just thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... So let's just say the other... Did you guys hear this? Sayori continues to harass me. So let's just say that day Yuri waited to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? With you? Fuck Yuri. Oh, did you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. I see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to like going home together. dagger. I would just ruin that for you. You're so silly, criminal. You think about me too sometimes. Besides, what's the point in speculating about something that's never gonna happen? It's kind of like when your girlfriend asks you if she would love you if you were a worm. You know, my I had a girlfriend that actually did that. Asked me if I would love her if I was a worm or whatever. And you know, I've heard the reason that people ask that is because like they're afraid that people are going to like abandon them if they become disabled or something, which is sort of like sad to think about because like it's actually like an abandonment fear. And so, you know, you think it's I always just thought it's something funny, but obviously like there's a level of truth that there's that, you know, fear that people will abandon you. Okay guys, well, I'm gonna go because we got to the second part. We're gonna save right here. We're gonna call it. Thank you so much for watching, all two of you. And I'm gonna stop. And, you know, I love you very much, me and your mother. And, yeah, have a good day.